you'll never have to watch a movie alone again.
It's still Spooktober, and we are presenting The Cabin in the Woods.
Oh man, I am loving our new spooky intro. I'm gonna do this every year. I love it, especially on Young Frankenstein. Dude. I was actually kind of taken aback at your little.
How
scream.
loud I can scream?
Yes.
You killed me in 5 horror movies.
That's very true. You're my go-to luck charm for most of my horror movies that I made in college.
Oh, it's because I never had the time to be in the full 48.
Yes.
So I'd be like, I'll show up for 5 hours, get coated in blood, then I'll go back to the studio. Okay.
Oh man, those were good times.
Yeah.
Good times. But now, yes, we're Cabin in the Woods. So yeah, this one's super fun. I know we had so many movies that we wanted to do for Spooktober, because I know I wanted to keep in line with scary but funny. I wanted to laugh.
And we have to keep this classic kind of self-aware homage parody.
Yep.
It's good. It's one of the ones that I show people who don't quite like horror films.
Yeah. And what I really love is how subversive it is, and especially their fan base.
Oh,
Dude.
yeah, you told me you delve into some of the fandom for this episode.
Because they are super committed, absolutely dedicated to not give away spoilers, which is so wonderful. Because, seriously, this is one of those movies that, obviously, the more you find out, the better it gets. It's the half the fun of the movie is finding out shit.
It's making the connections between kind of these two different parallel stories.
Yes.
At least at the beginning, they don't give away kind of what they are.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And even at the end, you're kind of shook with how extreme and how actually earth-shattering this all is.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Twist on twist.
Yeah, because, again...
a churro of terror.
And to honor, all those people out there who have avoided all the spoilers, I also will say... spoilers, all of them, because what are you even doing here? Yeah. This is a podcast.
This is for your second or third viewing.
Yeah, pretty much. This is for your comfort viewing when you're just home alone and you just no one wants to watch Netflix with me.
No.
That's okay, because this is what we're here for.
We're here to watch with you.
Dude, we are literally here to hang with you, the viewer, and watch some movies. In this case, some spooky movies.
All right. No, I think we should just jump right in.
Well, actually, before we do, I want to know about your first viewing of the movie, because, again, it's one of those things that are just... The experience of first watching this is just so awesome.
Oh, yeah. I originally just started it because I wasn't a big horror person, but I had heard such good things about this. Mm-hmm. I figured I'd just see it to see what all the fuss is about. So at the beginning, I was watching this on my phone while I did the laundry. And by the end, I had stopped it, taken it up to my room, and turned out the lights, and I was like, oh, fuck.
I picked the wrong movie to watch casually. This is awesome.
Sometimes you start watching something casually, and then about 20 minutes in, you're like, everybody shut the fuck up. This is actually good.
That's actually, yeah, I actually had that experience with Seven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and worst of all, I actually got pulled away from my mother because I was watching it at a friend's house, literally at the very end of the movie.
Oh!
I can't... Ooh, I still have...
That's why, 3 billboards outside Ebbings, Missouri, I missed the end because my plane kept having turbulence. And so they kept talking, so about, at the 20-minute mark, every 5 minutes they were interrupting. And so I've missed the last 3 minutes of that movie. I threw up during it. There was some nice British man who gave me a second birth bag. And a moist towelette.
That's a great story. I first saw this for a class, actually. In college, because there was this thing called they had weekly screenings on Tuesdays at the college that both you and I had gone to, and I think for October this was up on their lineup, and I was like, oh, that sounds pretty run of the mill, and I hear it's supposed to kind of subvert tropes, but I only heard rumblings, went in completely blank, so. When I went to go see it, I actually saw it with a crowd.
So all the reactions.
Yeah, well, see, now, granted,
fun.
most of the people in the, like, I think about half the people in the theater had already seen it, because, you know, it was like a student screening and whatnot. But it was just so much fun just for me to watch it and unfold and to start putting the pieces together and be like, oh, that's what they're doing. This is cool. Like, that experience was so much fun, and it's why I've, like, anyone who hasn't seen it, I'm like, you're coming to my house, I ain't saying shit, you're watching this with me.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's fucking great. I think I did that same thing with you as well. Like,
I think we did that for a Halloween party. I think I had seen it.
We had a lot.
I don't think you made me watch this. I think the word of mouth was just so good.
Yeah.
And yet so quiet about what it really was.
Honestly,
Where if I get a full review, sometimes I'm like, I know, but I just kept hearing, it's good. It's good. Everybody watch it. It's good. And I'm like, fine.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I don't blame you if you don't remember if it was, like, during a Halloween party, because...
I remember the movie.
Well, I was all... Well,
because I drink too much at your Halloween parties.
Well, I was about to say, like, our Halloween parties are lit, bro. And if you don't remember what happened last night, then you did it right.
Oh, yeah. Make like a pumpkin. Get lit. Forget where your brains are the next day.
Fuck yeah.
All your insides are expelled from your body at a certain point.
And you don't know where your clothes are.
Oh, yeah.
And
you got smashed.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
We can watch movies now.
Yes, we should watch movies now. Okay,
I
so...
won't keep making pumpkins.
Get off my show.
Pumpkin pun. All right.
All right, so folks, if you guys have back home have like a copy of Cabin in the Woods, you got a DVD, Blu-ray, on digital, Netflix, whatever. You better get your horses ready, because we're about to get this party started in 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey.
There's the gears of war.
The gears of fate are turning.
Yes, it is all destiny from here. Actually, you know what? That's actually a really cool way, because I know it's just the Lionsgate.
That's just the logo.
It's just no. I know it's just
logo.
I know it's just the Lionsgate logo, but it actually
just being pretentious.
No, it actually reminds me of like the mechanism for the ritual later on in the movie.
Oh yeah.
That's actually kind of cool. Like, and again, here's some of the ritual stuff. Like, it just pops in there for some reason, and then of course it goes from this,
Blood
crazy
for the blood gods.
like this crazy blood intro thing, and then immediately like oh wow, that is some really crazy visuals, but
if you missed the credit sequence and you just walked in,
okay, when
like the next scene is
literally
not...
as soon as it cuts right here with a fresh cup of coffee, like this is where, because like I love the just the sheer like smash cut to it, which always gets a really good laugh.
Yeah.
But this opening worked exactly how the filmmakers intended. They specifically edited, wrote, and put this scene where it is in the movie just to throw off audiences, to be like, did I walk into the wrong movie? I literally had that feeling watching this for the first time. I'm like, wait, what is going on? This is called Cabin in the Woods. Why are we in this office? And why are we hearing this weird, nonsensical, boring banter? Like,
oh, it's so boring, and you don't realize it's plot relevant.
That's the other thing. Like,
once she comes up, it's plot relevant.
Because like there's like some nuggets of it, but nothing really specific, which is brilliant.
The audience is given nothing to put this together.
Because when you walk in like cold turkey watching this,
walk in stoned,
just because none of this makes sense, none of it. But when you see it the second and third time, this shit starts making sense now, right? And that's what I really love about that. So it's really, really great how they just like completely turn your head on it. Because again, when I first saw this, I had no idea what the hell was going on, and I'm like, this movie isn't this supposed to be a slasher movie?
I wonder if there was a movie that came out in '98 where people survived.
I don't know. I'd have to IMDb that shit. Although I really do love this the smash cut to the title card.
It's almost like Tarantino-esque.
It's Tarantino-esque, and it's also, let's face it, it is a cheap jump scare.
Oh yeah.
It's a cheap jump scare. That's kind of awesome.
If a jump scare knows it's cheap,
Yes.
then I'm there for it.
Yeah, dude. And it's okay. So when the movie finally starts here, it's where I'm like, oh,
You get your shitty 80s slasher sex appeal, girl walking around in her underwear type.
Not that, but you also have the music, but especially in particular the title cards, like with the bloody names and how they. It was when I saw those title cards where I'm like, okay, I am in the right movie, because I'm like, this is definitely like mid 2000s shitty Michael Bay reboot kind of stuff that they do, you know?
Yeah.
So
with the blood smears on Brian's name.
Yes.
The girl's in her underwear for no reason.
Absolutely no reason, just to. Well, there is a reason that pays off at the very end of the scene.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where Chris Hemsworth just looks down and is like,
where she forgets she's not wearing pants.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure anyone in the same room with Chris Hemsworth would probably forget that they had pants on.
I mean, you would take your pants off.
That's right.
At this point.
Yeah.
See, we both have talked about how neither of us are traditionally, attracted to men, but Chris Hemsworth. That's an exception for everyone.
Like, if he...
We've talked a lot about Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, we have. Oh my god. As a matter of fact, this movie is literally the reason why he got to be in Thor.
Oh, really?
I'm not making it up, because Joss Whedon was still working on the Avengers script.
Oh, that's true.
He was literally working on the script right now, and he vouched for Chris Hemsworth, who worked on him with this one, to be Thor for Kenneth Branagh when he was shooting Thor. So literally as soon as this movie was over... So
they were writing the Avengers as they were making...
Yeah. Because, I mean, by the time, the whole Avenger initiative tested well with audiences, they're like, oh, we're going for it.
Oh, yeah.
But Chris Hemsworth was really, really adamant he should be Thor, even though Kenneth Branagh was actually for his brother Liam.
Ah.
Yeah. So he wound up getting Thor because of this movie. Which is really cool. You could have had
an alternate timeline where Liam was Thor.
Yeah.
And Chris Hemsworth was in the Hunger Games or some shit. Which would have been really conflicting to me because I hate Gale. A lot. I'm not even Team PETA. I'm just Team hating Gale a lot. That was my crusade in high school. That's what I did. Instead of fighting for the environment. We had love triangles to argue about back then. In 2014, that was the time.
Yeah, man.
That was the time.
Oh, yeah.
No, 2012. Shit, I'm
old. we're getting there.
And it was like 7 years.
Yep.
Since I was involved in a YA novel.
Mm-hmm. So now we got the gangs all together, and of course...
The Scooby Gang! And Shaggy's coming down the street. With his fucking coffee
the
mug.
Shitty car! The bong coffee cup.
I love him.
Dude, like, I
love him. I loved his character. He's my favorite.
But what I really love about that prop is it actually works.
It's a functional bong.
Seriously, it is a functional bong and coffee cup.
Wait, it works as a coffee cup too.
Yes. That's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? I think they poured like a ton of money just for to get a prototype for this movie.
I like this line.
Foreshadowing.
Very foreshadowing.
And I also really love how he locks the door with the window up. That's just such a weird little character thing. And look how fast that transforms.
It functions as a coffee cup and a bong.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Dude, seriously, like...
That gives a whole new meaning to the term wake and bake. I mean, I've had CBD coffee before.
Dude!
Which made me very, very sleepy at a music festival.
I honestly wonder if they sell those, like, somewhere. They've
those
got to.
Things?
Yeah, I don't know if they do. They'd probably be stupid expensive, but... Honestly, I would.
To have a bong that you could just fold up and keep in your room.
In a coffee cup, like, totally
inconspicuous. I'm biased because I live with my parents. And I'm like, yes!
I mean, that's definitely something
Inconspicuous thing.
That's something you would definitely take on a road trip.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, man, Shaggy. Like, we really do have, like, all the characters.
What is his actual fucking
I believe his actual name is Marty.
Marty?
Yes.
All right.
But I really do love how we, like, obviously this is playing on the tropes and whatnot, but we really do have a Scooby-Doo gang minus the dog.
Oh, yeah.
We have our Freddy. They're all there, which actually calls into the question, is, like...
Are you calling the black guy the dog?
No.
Tim.
What? Oh, wait, no, there's
another guy.
No, yeah, there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm bad at math. But that is kind of weird. Like, if you had one more member of the Scooby-Doo gang, you actually could have all the roles filled in, you know?
Implying that Scooby's not the slut in this situation.
It's clearly Daphne. Come on.
Oh, God.
You know she goes behind Freddy with Velma.
Oh, yeah.
And occasionally Shaggy when he's conscious.
I imagine that a Shaggy Daphne were a thing, it would be like in the scene where like Mac dates the super hot girl, but only because he's giving her drugs. Her name is Dusty because she really likes Angel Dust. They'd just be in the back room moaning. They open the doors like, Shaggy, give me my weed. I'm going home. That's why Shaggy gets to hang out. That's why they don't get mad at him for running away. It's because he's got the connection for the group.
He totally does. We know what Scooby Snacks really are.
I mean, Freddy's the leader. He brings Daphne because they're hooking up.
Yeah.
Velma's the smart one who solves all the murders, and Shaggy's just their dealer.
Yeah,
he's like, what's his name? Craig from Workaholics or whatever. Whoever their dealer is in that one. Yeah, he just comes along.
Oh, I really do love the production design on this whole, not just the stop here, although the stop, like the gas stop here, like the creepy gas stop in the middle of nowhere,
the
where
Confederate flag.
Yes, clearly out in the South and whatnot. I'm pretty sure the Confederate flag is like a little nudge to Texas Chainsaw.
Oh yeah, well it can be anywhere out in the boondocks. You see people in Canada with those.
Good point. Very good point. But I really do love how like really rural creepy it is.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Like these guys just had a ton of fun with their production design, and the prop master just would have been
dead animals. Fun. There's a Buddha incense holder in the back too. Like,
yes, like you really honestly think it was just slapped together, and of course Mordecai, the fourth teller of all the impending doom upon you. Heathenistic children.
In the Bible, there was a prophet Mordecai who did warn the king that he was about to be assassinated, and I think that's
where this
character gets his name. Is like
son of a bitch. You're probably right.
Yep.
And let's be honest, that is a very Southern Baptist name.
Yeah, it works.
It works really well.
See,
and
I told you I'd read the Bible after they finished The Matrix. Now I can provide keen insights and to reference it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit, dude.
Mm.
Oh man, and I really also love the ancient gas tanks. Mm-hmm. Honestly, like a lot of this shit.
He's got a Confederate flag and an 88 on his motorcycle.
Yep.
Come on.
And of course, he also has to be heavily chewing his tobacco, like really into it with bloodshot eyes and a crazed, balding look to him. But
hey, don't you know these rednecks are just nice folks?
Oh yeah,
like
totally.
Tucker and Dale trying to go on vacation.
Yes.
That was the runner-up for
dude,
this season.
Seriously, if you haven't heard of Tucker and Dale versus Evil, check that shit out because it is a perfect, and I mean perfect, companion piece to this. I mean, it takes apart horror tropes not in the same way, but with a lot more just like really belly over laughs, you know. Yeah. And it has Alan Tudyk, which anything he's in is gold.
Oh yeah.
But the bit that always gets me is the bees.
The bees.
Why are bees inherently funny?
The wood chipper is also inherently funny.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But yeah, if you're watching this and you've had a couple beers and you want to watch another movie that'll make you laugh out loud, I love that one.
It really is, like, that is a great double feature. Tucker and Dale versus Evil and Cabin in the Woods. Mm-hmm. Great horror slasher comedies that totally subvert itself. Although to be fair here, like, even Mordecai isn't as menacing as he seems, as we're about to find out.
Oh no!
Like, that gets thrown out. Oh.
I feel like this scene is a Shining homage.
It does.
Just for a brief moment.
It does. Oh my God, these guys are good, man. Oh, and then of course there's this this brilliant shot where we start to question what the fuck is
going.
Dude, do you see the face on the side of the?
Yes, I do.
Dude, that's cool. I wonder if that was. I wonder if they enhanced that or they just found a really cool location. What?
I doubt they location scouted like the fall or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that shield, that's where I'm like.
That's Hunger Games shit.
It is, isn't it? But that's where I'm. This is again. It's just another one of those moments where I'm like, okay, what is going on
You
here?
thought you put the conspiracy together.
I thought I did, but it just they just keep surprising you with new shit, and it's always not quite what you think.
Yeah.
And that's really awesome. And also, we have to take just one single glorious moment to be thankful that this movie was not directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Because he would have gone full Village and just thrown all the twists and stuff at the very end and not give us any clues or anything, and everyone says the same thing at the...
No, here they kind of throw the twist before they throw the plot, and then you have to remember the twist and be like, wait, what's going on? And then they
fucks with your
give
head,
you
dude.
another little taste of twist without really explaining what it is.
Yeah, it's to the point
and
where...
then they explain it and you think you've got it figured out. But then there's another twist on top of the twist.
Yeah, man. It's great. It's never quite what you think until the movie is completely over.
They don't let you connect all the points.
Yeah.
You just get more points as the movie.
Yes. And it's and it is truly delightfully frustrating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you think, even while you're just kind of having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can watch. This is a movie you can watch with your brain either on or off.
Yes.
And enjoy it just thoroughly both ways.
Yes, and of course, let's be honest, because those dots aren't connected until the movie's completely over, it makes those second, third, fourth viewings that much more rewarding.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Like the beginning conversation, I don't even remember what that was like the first time I watched the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're paying attention for what they're saying.
Exactly. You want to be like, oh, so like they were like hinting at shit. Oh, yes.
Oh, I love this painting.
This painting is awesome. Like, now...
They made it just for the movie. And
yes,
if you look at the gore here, it's obviously, you've seen Saturn eating his children.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me?
You've seen the Goya black painting.
Are you kidding me? I have a print of that on canvas that I put up for Halloween. Like, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorites. And, of course, you should all check out that Nerd Rider video on it.
Oh, Nerd Rider's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and then, of course, there's this interesting development. The two-way mirror. What? And I also really love his reaction here. Just like, oh, this is so... And then, and you're like, oh, shit. What do I do?
What do I do?
And his like the deliberation, because you're like, oh, she's so hot, but I don't want to be a creep. Gonna step out? No, I'm not. But he does give it.
No, yeah. And I feel like if he didn't, he would know that they could have gotten him.
Yeah, yeah. Also, it's just because the thing is, all these characters are actually very likable.
Oh yeah.
Because and that's the other thing. Like
in the traditional slasher movie, I feel like it's so mean-spirited. Like they're almost caricatures of whatever the writer's high school bullies.
Yes.
Where to have a likable group of people.
Yes.
Together is a huge twist.
It
on
is.
The slasher genre. And
what's even more great, because they were mentioning this earlier in the movie, where they actually physically like alter their moods and their habits and whatnot to fit their assigned roles for the ritual.
Yeah, because even I think you see at the beginning the so-called nerd, he catches the football that Chris Hemsworth throws and goofs off with him. Where
Chris Hemsworth
picks up a book and is chatting a bit.
His character's actually really book smart, but it's just been dumbed down by the shit that they're giving him. Even like that, it's also another really great thing
it's entrapment.
When they dye the blonde's hair.
Oh, there's chemicals in that to make her dumber.
Exactly.
Which is so funny with the dumb blonde.
It's funny and it's brilliant. Like, that's awesome. So, Like, yeah, these people are just normal people. They've just been slightly altered to fit this ritual, which is such good commentary. I'm not gonna lie. Also, another really great subversion of the trope is apparently the nerd's kinda hot.
Those books aren't the only thing he's stacking.
Yeah. Okay. Real story. If you're in her position, do you just like you've been found? You know that you both know it's a two-way mirror. Do you keep doing? Ooh.
Oh, I
Cut
think
away.
that's an interesting point. If they know it's a two-way mirror,
He might have been playing himself up to her.
yeah.
Ooh, he is sly, and he didn't even look interested.
So there's a game there that you could play.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, normally I wouldn't try to spy on people.
No.
I don't like doing that. If
No.
I wanted to see my crush naked, we're at a secluded cabin. What you do is have a couple drinks and
Go
say,
skinny
hey,
dipping
you
or
wanna
something.
go skinny dipping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or let's play strip poker.
Exactly.
Or something at least,
At least
90% consensual. Like, how about that?
where everyone is actually involved, you know?
Yeah,
Because
and
it's
have
just
some choice.
it's more fun that way. But yeah, every time they come back to this again, the first time I was watching this, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, it just seemed so strange, and also I really gotta hand it to these guys for like hiding the cameras and all the shit so well in this, like, because that shit's tough.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm normally one to be right here is where they mention the hair dye. Oh, that's so brilliant.
That would be a great reality show if you set people up to think that they're on like Big Brother or something.
Yeah.
But then it's actually like a murder house type scenario.
Oh, dude, someone make that.
Like a Big Brother meets Blair Witch Project.
Dude.
There was a show that aired, I don't remember if it was an Australian or a British reality TV show, where half of the members were real people and half were actors, and they wanted to see which ridiculous sitcom situations that they could get in before people were clued into who was actors and who wasn't. Because basically they told everyone, we're all on a reality TV show.
Yes.
But if you play it up like one person's murdering all the other contestants for the money, you put them on a stranded island or something.
Or on like a secluded lake or something like that.
A sexy boat.
Yeah. Oh.
Death Cruise.
Ooh.
Sexy Death Cruise.
Yes.
10 out of 10. I watched the shit out of that.
Hell yeah, dude. I'd be happy to be on that show.
On Sexy Death Boat? Until you die on Sexy Death Boat?
Yeah.
The viewers could vote in on who dies next. So that the most interesting and popular characters stay till the end.
Dude,
and you win just by being interesting.
Whoever's listening, I really hope someone's listening and writing this down because this is an amazing idea. Just send us like a small bonus
If
or whatever.
we'd only thought of this back in like 2005 when people still watched reality TV.
Yeah, and it wasn't all just internet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about this bit. Where they just make fun of them on speakerphone. That's so funny because that's just a really great office prank, that you normally see. But I really do love how into his role he is. Because again, like
he's a method actor, Tim.
Yes. And of course, it's not a cabin weekend without a nice swimming.
And she wore the swimsuit she said she wasn't gonna wear.
Sure.
Because she's not as pure as her role.
Well, to be fair,
she's a good girl.
Well, to be fair, like
she's a little horny though.
Well, to be fair, like they gotta hold off on the titties till just the right moment for the ritual.
Oh yeah.
So, it's all cool. But interestingly enough, this Marty the Stoner does not go into the water, and actually, from what I read, that was actually for a practical reason. Yeah, dude. Like, as a matter of fact, that actor is like super ripped.
You can't have too many hot guys.
No.
You already have a hot nerd. You can't
Exactly.
have like the hot fucking stoner.
Yeah, we already subverted this
They've
nerd
all
trope.
gotta look like the guys from Workaholics. Gotta have the Adam Demand bot.
Well, it's also that, but they also were like, if we already subverted this trope, we can't go too crazy. Also, it just takes away from his stoner role. Like, he constantly has to have those baggy rolls. Otherwise, he just won't feel like it, you know? It's because it's all in the wardrobe. Oh, I love Ronald the Intern. Ronald the Intern is probably my favorite, like, bit character. Because he's
love to be an intern at like a fucking evil corporation. Like what, like Homer Simpson and then like one guy, Scorpio or whatever.
Yes, Hank Scorpio. Oh my god,
great boss,
dude. I am so shocked that they never brought that character back.
He should come back.
He's literally the one bit character I would love to see.
Really, he gives his employees good benefits and treats them like people. If anything, he's a superhero.
Yeah.
If anything, I want to see Hank Scorpio, like, kill Jeff Bezos.
And he, you know what? I would be glad if he took over the world. Because he seems like such a nice boss.
Probably the best businessman.
Totally. But,
oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay, that's him. He does not look ripped in this movie, but that photo is okay.
Yeah, well, it's the baggy clothes.
Yeah.
But, okay, this is another thing that I really love. So these guys are literally gambling with the ritual to go right and whatnot, so the Titans don't take over and kill us all. But the fact that they actually have a pot going, like with like outright gambling, it just adds like to the quote the
mundanity with the extreme is just really funny,
and it also just ties into how heathen and evil that this is, because in most cultures gambling is looked down upon, but they are just openly doing it.
I think the joke isn't that gambling is a super dark thing to do, but it's just a super passé way to interpret an ancient ritual. It's like treating it like fantasy football.
Exactly. Literally with these people's lives, you know?
And it's just so like sociopathic and passe, and like this is mundane to them. It's watching people die is just kind of what they do.
Yeah.
They've got an intern that brings them coffee. It's really fun. I love the offices I had a story for a while about like just an office comedy that took place in a dystopia. I'm just a sucker for kind of mundane reactions to extreme things. I think that's why I like Edgar Wright so much. It's just the world ends and you're like, I gotta get my beer though.
Well, let's just walk this hangover off, guys. It's fine.
It's just the apocalypse.
It's just the apocalypse. Whatever.
Yes.
And then of course, teens just getting together, having a fun time at night, and of course they're gonna get super sexy. This does feel like one of our dares.
Oh,
like when we're just like drinking together and just like, I dare you to make out with the taxidermy.
Oh, I think we do have like a thing where like in like one of our card games where you have to do you can go fake sexy if you want. You can go like campy and turn on the stripper and just, wah, wah, wah. But you have to do a tease.
You have to do a dance.
You have to do a dance.
Dance for us.
Oh, it's on the shot roulette. Is what it's.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God, this is so. You know what? I actually, when I first watched this, I half expected this thing to like come to life.
Oh yeah.
Like almost. Oh wow, she's going full tongue.
Do you want rabies, bitch? Because that's how you get rabies.
Actually, I do remember reading that this.
What actually medically happens if you lick taxidermy?
I don't know. I really don't. Especially in a dusty area like this.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, for the...
happen realistically is...
Exactly. But she has to live up the role. So, yes. And she does. So, yay for her.
Yeah. She's doing it on a dare. Everyone's slutty when it's dare time.
Yeah.
Anybody can be slutty for 3 minutes when they have, like... golden-plated excuse to backpedal afterwards. Like, I'm not gonna do a striptease, but if a card says it, I guess I have to. Yeah. And then when it's done, oh no, that wasn't me. That was the game thing.
That was totally just the game. But no, actually, from what I told, just to get that dusty look on it, they actually coated it with sugar.
Oh, well then I'd be licking the shit out of it.
I know, which I think really, really did sell that shot, you know? And then of course
that she was able to enjoy it.
Yeah, boy. And now the ritual begins. Dare you to go in there.
Dare you to go in the secret hole.
Go get in the hole underneath the cabin. The hell I will. I'm a virgin, and I'm gonna wait for that special someone. Oh my god, that reminds me. Did you see the Robot Chicken sketch of this?
No, I didn't. Wait, Robot Chicken was still out when this was a thing?
Oh, you kidding me? It's still going.
Oh, it's still wow.
Yeah, dude.
You only play old episodes, man.
Oh man, I should play some newer ones. No, there was like a 5-minute skit in one episode where they literally parody this entire movie, and it's great.
Oh, I love all the objects because each of them relates to a different. You got the dollhouse, the spinning top, the old mask.
You know what this feels like? This honestly feels like, the prop people had so much fun just going to all the antique shops, and just gathering shit and, splicing other shit together to make it extra spooky and whatnot.
I wonder if you're in a Hollywood or a filmmaking place, if there's just a prop lot where you're like, hey, can I go through the warehouse and just...
I'm pretty sure that's also a case.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's like the best antique store you will ever do.
Oh, yeah. And if you've got ins with different people and you're like, hey, you're keeping all the props for these 7 movies, can we just...
borrow them for like a day and a half worth of shooting?
Yeah. And then put some random stuff in there so the audience can be like, huh.
Yep.
I wonder what this all is.
My only complaint about this scene is I wish it was slightly better lit, just so you could have more Easter egg stuff.
Yeah.
Because Easter egg porn in a movie like this should be kind of your go-to thing,
Yeah, and it wouldn't even be referential Easter eggs or gimmicky you need to know Easter eggs. It would just be like a lot of little details and on the
stuff for you to like imagine, Yeah. It's
another random wedding dress.
Oh, I love it. The conch.
Yes.
He had the conch in his hand. I had the merman. This whole movie would have been cooler with a merman.
The random wedding dress also reminds me of Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it does.
Mac would have put it on. He would have been possessed by the corpse bride. It would have been great.
Oh man, dude, watching this again for the first, because it's been a while since I watched it, but looking at all these objects that they're playing with, half this shit comes back. Like the ballerina.
Oh yeah.
You remember that little monster thing? So a lot of this shit does come back.
Pinheads or whatever.
It's not quite. It's not quite. I mean,
he's not Pinhead, but he looks like him.
It's definitely played off of the pain lovers in Hellraiser and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude.
Which one is it gonna be?
And she's. Oh, is she gonna? Wait, nope. Oh my god, the suspense. Literally, you know what actually would have been kind of crazy? If they all just did it at once.
Oh no, and then you've got 5 different things.
Holy shit,
that would have been even more shocking if they
That would have been scary, and also it would have been hilarious to watch the pot just explode. Because, all these 5 people win, and you're just like, oh, we gotta split the pot, this sucks! This sucks! It should have been just the one thing.
If you still give into another temptation, if someone's like, this diary's boring as fuck, I want to put on the wedding dress and shoot cars with my friend Charlie, then that would still happen.
Yeah, because they always say it's whatever they touch first or whatever, but what if they did 2 things at the same time? Does 2 of them automatically go after them, or does one is there a drawing or something? We're
talking about the ancients. They probably know the difference between microseconds.
Probably, I guess.
Unless you give into multiple temptations in any way, you can unlock infinite attacks.
I guess, but
possibly.
It's weird. I think that's one of the few things that the movie doesn't have a clause for.
Oh yeah.
But to be fair, it doesn't need it.
No.
Not really.
No, it doesn't.
Although I'm pretty...
Too many movies are tempted to explain everyking all the time to build up a solid lore. You don't need a solid lore. You need a solid story. Let people write fan fiction.
Exactly. Because often, when you write those things, you're basically writing a contract law. Or, you're less writing a story, and you're more of a lawyer writing a contract.
Yeah, it's this is how our world works, and we have to explain it because people don't have suspension of disbelief.
Exactly.
Yeah. If your story's good, I'll suspend my disbelief for anything.
Dude, are you kidding me? If you manage to entertain me to levels, there's some ridiculous bullshit that I would buy.
Oh, yeah.
Totally, man.
Oh, yeah.
And course, the winners are
Redneck zombie family.
yes, the Buckners, which I believe they were actually referenced by Mordecai earlier in the movie, like don't go near the Buckner cabin.
Oh,
I think that's so. I don't know how he knew that those specifically would win, but then again, maybe he has ties to maintenance who always win.
Oh yeah, the Buckners, ladies and gentlemen.
I love this. Maintenance wins yet again. I love that's a running gag with them. And of course, Ronald the intern, the shot. Yes! I love that!
Clowns, reptilians, alien beasts,
Okay,
werewolves. Kevin?
Okay,
Just Kevin?
No, okay, seriously, this is actually the point where I really, really wanted to talk, like, pause the movie and just straight up talk. I'll get to that. I really just want to talk about all the shit here because it's so funny. So funny the amount of stuff. Like,
unicorns.
This is a unicorn, alien beast, witches, sexy witches, which, by the way, I know is a Buffy reference.
Oh,
That's gotta be a Buffy reference. But I do love the nonsensical just Kevin.
Kevin.
However, now, this might spoil your view of it, but I'm going to just find out what it actually was referencing.
Oh, yeah?
But I will say, before I mention what it is, I love the fact that it's not explained, and it's just nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fact, because shit that you don't explain can be funny.
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
be way funnier than any answer that you have to give.
Oh, yeah. And especially when it's in the background of a shot, it's just...
Yes. You're just like, the fuck? And it is funnier when I don't know.
Because you're supposed to see parts of the board. You're not supposed to be able to read the whole board.
Exactly. But apparently, Kevin is actually based off of Elijah Wood's character in Sin City.
Oh!
Yeah, just like a really nice, quiet guy until he brings you home and butchers you. And just is
Wait,
completely...
is that the one from the first comic? I didn't see the movie.
Well, Elijah Wood plays the assassin that kills Goldie.
Mm-hmm.
The one that, Marv, despite torturing and dismembering him, refuses to scream or even blink.
Oh, I remember him from the comics.
Yeah.
Also, I love getting to see different small parodies of different countries' types of horror movies in the background.
Would you believe that
because we do see like the big monster movie from like this like
the kaiju movie from like
well, I think it's a low budget monster movie from South America.
Oh, right on.
You do the kind of more traditional ghost classroom type thing for the Japanese.
Yes.
In this one.
I actually can you believe that the studio really wanted to drop that subplot? I'm so glad they didn't, because it really opens up that, no, we're not just making fun of yes, we're primarily making fun of slashers, but really we're all reaching to horror.
A lot of horror kind of falls into the same trope.
Exactly, because it's, again, where you think it's just slasher, but it just opens the books to all the horror, and it's great.
Oh, yeah.
And damn, she is really...
And it's a really funny gag later on when, like, the 6-year-old Japanese girl befriend the guy.
Fuck you! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! I love that.
I remember the last Japanese horror I watched. I watched School Live. I like in the end when the high schoolers survive the zombie apocalypse, they go, well, there are 2 safe locations, and one of them's an office building and one of them's college. And it's a metaphor. It's like, so do we go to work or do we go to college? I'm like, you guys are all cute. I'm glad you lived. Love you all.
Yes.
My babies.
Babies. Oh, they're going to go outside and make some babies.
Oh, just in the dirt. You rented a cabin.
Right?
Your friends can turn on some music.
Right? Just like go in the other room and go to town. Friday the 13th.
Do you want a yeast infection on top of your rabies, bitch?
No. No. But what I really do love here is the stoner guy, Marty the stoner. I love how he is, because he's stoned, he's starting to pick up on what's happening.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like, I think Sausage Party did kind of the same thing, where the guys that just take all the drugs are the ones that know the most shit that's going on and break the fourth wall.
It's because this shit is so weird that if you were sober, you'd be like, oh, nah.
It's nah, but when you're stoned, it's just like, this shit's weird. And because I really love the fact that he's, even though he's totally just, like, baked, he is the one with the most sense and the most clear thinking, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And that's not because it's perfect for his character, but also it's another really great way to pick apart all the weird tropes, you know?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good shit.
And even at the beginning, he was like, the voices of the ancient. We are not who we are.
It's like he knows, man.
You know, Mr. Wolf?
I'm gonna go read a book with pictures. Stuff to say when you're high. I'm gonna go read a book with
And
pictures.
now he's got glasses on, too.
Yes.
I mean, I assume realistically it's because it's at late night and he's reading.
Yeah.
That he might just need them for reading, but it's another play up on them making him more...
The geek, the nerd, the scholar.
Maybe they failed by not making Marty the scholar, because Marty's the smartest. So maybe since they chose the wrong roles, that's why their ritual went wrong.
That might be it. Maybe. Although maybe he doesn't. Maybe what's his name? Holden. Maybe it's because he's just doesn't have a history with drugs. They decided not to go with him. Like, Marty has a little bit of a history. Let's play that up.
Yeah.
You know, like, let's go crazy with that. And then of course this is where things get really, really crazy. Oh, I got beer on your shirt. Looks like it'll have to come off.
I will never bang anybody in the woods. That's a no on my list. I once used an outhouse and there was a spider in there.
Yeah.
I'm not taking my clothes off in a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Never happening.
Maybe in an open field, but not like in like.
Oh yeah, an
woods.
open field, yes.
Or even I love the reaction with the audience.
But the woods at night is how you get spider vagina.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
No.
Nobody wants that.
I really love the audience reaction. He's like, no, not here, and everyone's just like, aww. They're like, all right, everyone, get lost. Like, your basic human needs disgust me.
Pheromone mist.
Oh shit! Like, not only does it add visually to the atmosphere, but it also perfectly affects the moods. Like,
oh yeah,
that's some good shit. Like, all this shit that they're doing, not just like the people in the control room, but the filmmakers. All of this stuff that they're doing is doing double duty.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's when you know the film is really good, because when you're constantly doing double duty, that's tough. Like, I think because we mentioned Edgar Wright does that constantly.
Oh yeah, where everything's moving the plot forward, everything is it's going on.
Or it's just a joke.
Yeah, or it's a joke. But everything has intention. There's no filler.
Yes, no filler, and almost everything is pulling double duty.
Yes.
So, and that's also what this movie's doing.
That half the jokes are foreshadowing.
Yep. Oh, I really love this. Does it really matter if we see your tits?
No.
Gotta
What's customer? Do the ancients just want to see boobies?
I think so. Yeah. Like, they have basic needs too.
But it's almost a play on how, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by watching. But yeah, how the old 80s movies have, like, one good tit shot.
Gotta have tits, otherwise, like, who's gonna watch it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta... I love that reaction shot.
They're so bored of cunnilingus.
No, they're just watching, like, it's like when two just completely sober friends decide, let's watch porn together. And they're just, like, sitting there awkwardly.
You can't get into it. Not in front of your buddy.
And then, of course, then there they are.
Woo!
Wait. Just score.
The ancients are pleased with your boobies.
Yeah. And apparently, apparently, like, that was the hardest scene for the Drew Goddard, the director, to do.
Yeah.
Because he's, like, super Catholic. And he's just like, this is really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. And apparently, and she's just like, oh shit, we got our first kill. She's like, I'm cool. Like, this is fine, man. Like, it's professional shit. Like,
I don't feel violated. There's a whole crew around me.
This is fine. Like, tits for art, people.
Yeah.
Tits for art.
Tits for fun. Tits for a joke. Like, why not?
Yes, why not, dude?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. Do you see how that thing was deep, man?
Oh yeah. You see how much blood's on it.
Oh yeah. I do love that shot. Just
the bear trap.
Yep. Gotta love it. Oh shit. He's gonna get fucked up.
Oh, man.
Someone get this boy a hammer. Seriously. Get the... Oh, Jesus. That...
I want my friend Chris to be in the Avengers movie. He sucks at fighting. He sucks at fighting, Josh. Not allowed in.
Just wait. He's like one of the ones that really are going to be to survive. Like, he's got the weight for it. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
Oh, God. It's all rusty, too.
Right? Again, like...
At least get me, like, a sharp saw.
Ooh. And one down.
Just do my job.
Yep.
Good job so far.
Is that part of the ritual? No, that definitely is. Like the cult-like saying chant thing that they do before they pull the lever to spill the blood into the first victim. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what's an interesting thing?
What?
The black guy is not the first one to go.
Oh, yeah. I was going to make that joke, but I've made 2 racial jokes. This podcast is over. I was going to say Holden gets to live because he looks like he's only half black, so...
Well, he could...
He doesn't die first.
Yeah.
He can die later.
Mm-hmm. You know, I guess the
The ancients don't see color, Tim. They only see the JoJo opening. The ending
it is
scene.
the JoJo opening.
It's the JoJo ending. Roundabout starts playing.
but no, dude. Like, shit. What was I gonna say? I'm sorry. That was.
Something about Holden.
Yeah. But. No, it's like the reason I think the whole reason why the quote slut has to die first is because she's clearly the most sinful.
Oh,
so she must be first blood.
Oh, also murder with your tits out just looks cool. You remember Silent Night, Deadly Night where they put the girl just topless on the reindeer antlers?
Yeah,
like that's just a cool death.
That was cool.
Tits deaths are cool.
Yes, they are. It's
the only slasher movie I've ever seen is a Christmas one. That's
what?
Weird.
Because honestly, that's exactly what it's all 3 things that these kinds of movies have, and it's all in one frame: sex, violence, humor.
Oh yeah,
that's great. I love it. I love it. And of course, oh dude, come on, give in, do it. He's so hot. Do it.
He put on glasses and a button up, so he lost like 2 points. He went from 10 to an 8. So she's not sure.
Yep. He's got a husband bulge. Dude, come on, man. Like, just give the man a chance, especially her.
Look, if all your friends are hooking up and you're being a 5th wheel.
Good point.
Like, you're allowed to cockblock a little.
That's actually a fair point.
If they're in the room.
Although, to be fair, he seems a lot more interested in all the weirdness shit that's going on.
Oh, yeah.
He
gets it. That's why I like him.
Oh, shit.
He's a wise fool.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look out behind you. It's gonna get you.
Oh, no. What's that sneaking into darkness there?
Dude, don't be stopping to take a piss, man. This is not... No. This is neither the time nor the place. Oh, shit.
Stop or they'll give you a reason to piss yourself.
This is actually totally, like... inspired by John Carpenter. That's totally inspired by John Carpenter. Yeah. Like, because in the first Halloween, he just really knew how to put shit in the background and out of focus and coming out of shadows and playing with shadows and that shit.
Oh, I love that.
So that's definitely homage to that. And of course, you also get a jump scare.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a cheap ass, scary movie without a cheap ass jump scare.
I love shadow stuff. That's why I think like the original web series that introduced the Slender Man did so well.
Yeah.
It's because he really did look like every tree.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed up in the background sometimes.
Yep.
But not all the time. And so you always were like squinting at trees and stuff, all close to your monitor when he jumped out at you.
Getting super paranoid about every little thing that goes.
Oh, just
that
pausing
moves.
it.
Oh
my
shit!
God.
Shit!
Oh no,
dude, not cool. Oh, and I really get him out! Get him out! Dude, seriously, help! We might be we might be 3 buff guys, but we still need some help because this guy is jacked, man.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Zombie. Oh. I also really wonder what the actual zombies are like, because I know we have this is zombie redneck torture family.
Yeah.
But not just plain zombies.
Yeah, I think zombies would be your traditional horde of mindless dead, where these were like these are like ghouls where they have like sentience and
it's
kind
as
of
if
purpose.
it's as if Leatherface and fucked a zombie.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
totally
it's
what it is.
like every third episode of Supernatural is what these guys are like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I really love this. They actually have to alter his mind in order to
Wait, how did
split
they
up.
make him dumb?
Well, they pumped like some gas into his face, like through the cabin.
Oh, and it made him dumb.
Yeah.
And then he's immediately like,
no,
we should split up.
Yeah, because that's definitely a thing. And I also love how this Marty's just like, are you fucking kidding me? This is that's a stupid idea.
We should stand back to back in the center of the room holding knives.
Nope. Oh, and that's another thing that I just was reminded of. So another, obviously cabin in the woods thing is the Evil Dead.
Yes, yes.
Which, by the way, I saw Evil Dead way too late. I saw it when I was like 24 or something crazy like that, when I should have probably seen it when I was like 14.
Oh, yeah.
That's a movie you need to see when you're like 14, 13, because otherwise you don't get inspired the same way.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But
you already know of all this other stuff.
But if you look down the board, angry molesting tree was a thing.
Ah!
And actually I saw this movie before I saw Evil Dead, so I thought just angry molesting tree was just some random joke and not actually a reference.
I thought that Josh Whedon got a hold of my Pornhub search history.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it'd be more like tentacles.
It's usually a little more like Samus Aran or
Oh,
something
dude,
like that.
reality! He's on a reality. He thinks he's on a reality TV show. But no, like, I'm surprised someone didn't watch this and be like, "No, dude, this would be a great reality TV show," you know? Like, just
You
get
have to tell them they're on reality TV if you're going to be really cruel with them, but you can lie about what sort of reality TV show that it is.
Yep.
Especially if you weave sneaky things into the contract.
I love how he uses the bong as like a sword.
I love
It's great, dude.
Now, is it functional not only as a coffee mug and a bong, but as a self-defense weapon?
I wish. Like, now that needs to be a 3-way like weapon thing.
That needs to be like Home Shopping Network 3 a.m.
Hell yes,
You're actually stoned. You're watching that.
Oh shit. He is quite literally getting dragged to hell.
Oh, man.
With a knife in his back. Damn. Ooh, Jesus.
Bye,
That is.
Marty.
Oh, did you see that blood?
Oh, yeah, it just flew up.
Oh, we have a guest. Our studio cat is in.
Oh, hello. A black cat.
Well, that's not spoopy at all.
Is that good or bad luck?
Oh, she's so talkative.
Gosh.
Oh shit. Looks like the Titans downstairs are having some good times there.
Oh yeah, they're enjoying the show.
Oh, just like, yeah!
Having a good time.
Blood, tits, humor.
Wait, the Titans are all 15, or?
They're all just like you did before.
I want to see it exactly the same. You tried something experimental in '98. I don't like it.
You tried something experimental and I didn't like it.
Make Stacy die.
Before you take out her tits.
Ah,
Virgin is either way. We
don't care.
We don't
see
care.
her tits.
It really is kind of telling how we really have become the gods.
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
It does. It kind of makes you as the audience, when they say, gotta give the audience what they want,
Yep.
is they canonically are talking about the Titans, but realistically they're talking to you.
Yep, and that's just some great commentary. And of course, okay, so this is what kind of bugged me, at least upon it didn't bug me on the first viewing, because I'm still trying to figure shit out as things go along, but like in subsequent viewings, this kind of bothered me. Because didn't they already go into a basement where a bunch of shit is?
Yeah, but it's so controlled. Like, haven't you heard of a set change? Like, haven't you ever done theater?
You know what?
A bunch of professionals could swap out whatever's in the basement for whichever one of these scenarios
That's
happen.
probably what it is. You know, like, it's just another... Like, it is the same basement, but they literally just, swapped it out. Literally like the boxes that we see later. They just swap it out.
Oh,
Oh, man, that'd be really cool. Oh, shit! Oh, back in the... Always with the bear trap, man.
Have you ever played the game Until Dawn?
No.
Okay, so it's like one of those... The trend of, like, cinematic video games where they get, like, real actors and motion cap them, and it's not a lot of, like, real heavy gameplay, but mostly just decision-making.
Mm-hmm.
But it's set up like your traditional slasher with about, like, 8 characters that you get to know, and you have to make all of their choices.
Oh,
and
shit.
sometimes in this game, they'll be like, do you follow the voice or do you not follow the voice? And I've watched people, like, follow the voice and get their head ripped off, and I'm like, bitch, didn't you remember that 16 hours ago they read in a book that Wendigos can copy people's voices? You're such a stupid bitch.
Oh, that's another really great
But it's great because every time you die, you know you deserved it so bad.
That's another little quip that I really loved, where they're like, do you remember when we just tossed a virgin into the good old days where we just tossed a virgin into a volcano or something? How old do you think I am, dude?
We gotta make her suffer first.
Yes.
We have to emotionally sacrifice her before we can bring back the Pillar Men.
Marty, no! And yeah, this is the point where you're just like, you know what? Yep, fuck it. We're out of here. We are getting the fuck out of here. Just, oh shit.
Ooh.
That bloody handprint. Okay, yes.
Yes!
The Japanese. Yes.
And their cute little song.
And they're holding hands, and it's all wonderful. And the ghost is very, very reminiscent of The Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, this cute thing.
It's so adorable.
Little froggy.
He was defeated.
And the happy frog. Yay!
Yay!
And then, of course, everyone back there is just like, boo! This reaction is perfect.
Grade schoolers.
I love his reaction. That's so great.
Japan has a perfect record, too.
They should have... Come on, man. You had this in the bag. How hard is it to kill 9-year-olds? And, of course, I love the line. You want a good product, you gotta buy American. Which, to be fair, is kind of true. Like, if you want really good entertainment, you do go to America.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of are, like, the world's, like, greatest place for entertainment industry.
For finalized product. Yeah.
We kind of are.
Sometimes we get somebody from Canada or Britain to come in and...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not to say, like,
capitalism.
It's not to say that international stuff is great. It's just because, American entertainment is so heavily marketed and distributed.
Yeah.
We kind of really are the forerunner, mostly because we just have the money.
But if you ever want to watch something that's not exactly the same as all the other great ones, it's nice to look around.
Yeah, dude.
You know, if you don't want to see something like even just watching a cop procedural from another country, is how much different is a cop procedural in a country where the government can put cameras wherever they want, but nobody can have guns.
Yeah.
If you watch a Korean cop movie, it takes about 5 minutes to find out exactly who the criminal is, and then it's like 35 minutes of them chasing him and doing martial arts. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's not even a mystery. It's just a really cool lawyer kicking guys. Awesome.
There is an entire class to be discussed about the comparisons between Martin Scorsese's The Departed and the film that inspired it, Infernal Affairs, from I believe it was Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Oh, great movie.
I believe it was Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
And we can argue about, like, who's the best. But if you only watch American movies, you're missing out on just a completely different approach. It's just refreshing.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what I usually go for, like, comfort TV, just because it can still be cliche, but it's another country's cliche.
Yes, exactly.
And it
it's
takes
fresh.
you for surprise.
It's fresh that way, you know? God, I really wish.
So that's what it was, is I was very recently addicted to Korean cop shows. Just for a bit. Just because they were different.
Yeah, man. And of course, it's always fun to watch the really shitty American adaptations that Japan did, like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man!
That was such a dumb show, and I love it.
The Bollywood adaptations.
Yes.
Because they have what they call, like, the masala mix, you know, like the spice where everything goes in.
Yes.
Where, since their entertainment industry is still booming, they will throw all the action, all the humor, all the romance, everything.
Yep.
Into this just...
It's
so fast-paced, and it's so fun!
Yeah, I mean, I actually remember seeing a Bollywood superhero movie.
Did you see the Superman where he dances?
I don't think so, but I did see
I love that.
I've seen an original superhero movie where I can only describe it as gourmet, like a giant boiling pot of gourmet nacho cheese.
Oh my gosh!
It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm gonna have to.
You know that they melted down real cheese at a proper temperature and probably like poured some herbs into it.
No,
But you're going to take a giant chip and put that in your mouth.
No, it's really shitty cheese, but it's just a giant barrel of cheese, and I love every moment of it.
You said gourmet. I was thinking of an elevated take on nachos, and I was digging it. I was in my fantasy world.
I'll have to show it to you sometime and let you come to
nachos with good cheese on them.
I'll have to show it to you sometime to let you know whether or not it was gourmet or not.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a fun day. But anyway, the thing about the Cabin in the Woods
is I'm thinking about white cheddar jalapeno.
Yes.
And a little bit of tequila in the mix.
Dude.
That's where my brain is right now.
I think
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes. And this is the part.
Who's my white cheddar? With the with the wall.
Bam.
Oh my god.
Your white cheddar just got shredded, dude.
Oh, implying he wasn't already shredded.
Hey. Damn it, we are going to hell for these puns.
So are all of them. Yay.
But yeah, dude, that was a crazy, because I honestly thought he was going to make the jump.
Yeah.
Totally. But he didn't. Marty was right. Holy shit, the crazy stoner was right, man.
Crazy stoners were right the whole time. That's the moral of this movie.
Crazy stoners, you are the shepherds of knowledge.
Yes. Share with us your wisdom.
Yes, please.
I'll be the roundup. Stop.
We're going to have to hit the New York subway a lot more often.
Oh, gosh. Maybe that woman at the Newark train station was right. Maybe she was the Prophet Muhammad, and the real, way to achieve heaven was by buying crack from her the whole time.
Dude.
I should have bought crack from that woman in Newark. I missed my chance.
Oh, well. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yep. But, these guys are really trying to survive the night, but it's just not gonna work, is it?
Nah.
Nope. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. And of course, this is even watching the movie for the first time. I knew, all right, where's the jump scare? All the others.
It's been a calm enough.
Look.
Moment.
It's been calm enough, and Yep, there it is. There it is.
And you always know when it's a good filmmaker, and they start doing those really confined reverse shots.
Yep. Because because all the other contestants are dead.
Yeah.
So it's just all right, who's next?
Who's next?
Just okay, we got to banter, so it's gonna happen in 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Oh shit, she's got to get out. And let's not forget,
you should have watched Mythbusters.
Yeah.
They know how to do this.
Dude, that was a great episode.
That saved real lives.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, but I really miss early Mythbusters where they actually focus on myths and things that people false knowledge people spread to each other.
Yes.
And then it became, let's test this from this movie, which was cool at first, but
got stale.
They actually got me jaded to blowing up cars. At a certain point, you can only blow up so many cars.
Yeah.
It'd be cool for them to come back now that there's so much.
They are.
Good,
They
because
kind
there's
of are.
so many DIY hacks and bad diet tips out there. Is I want them to go back to the science and actually help people.
I know that Adam Savage is coming back with Mythbusters Jr.
That's cute.
And he's also doing his own show called Savage Builds.
Okay.
And I believe the very first episode was him making, I shit you not, a fully functional, bulletproof flying Iron Man suit.
Flying?
Yes, it actually flies.
Hovers?
No, flies.
Flies.
Like, it hovers and flies. And it's bulletproof. He didn't actually wear it for the flight test, but he did wear it around. Like, obviously, it's a little bit too dangerous to get actually shot at, but they have proven...
yeah, like you can't shoot it while you're on it in the air. That's just too much stuff. But the material's bulletproof.
Yes.
And it can fly.
Yes.
Yes.
It's dope, dude.
Man.
And he's just continuing to make more stuff. I'm a huge fan of Adam Savage.
I love him.
Great guy.
I just do think that it would be useless, not useless, very useful right now to have, since we've gotten new myths and new just bad tips going around.
It'd be nice to revitalize that old flame, you know? Yeah.
I want to know if lemon juice will actually blonde my hair. More than I want to know whether you can make the jump from Smokey and the Bandit.
Yes.
Like, one of them actually affects my life, and I want to see some just geeks try dumbass shit.
I really do love the music drop when she starts getting, like, just maimed.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so, like, wait, what? You actually almost expect the credits to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Which, for them, it's basically, this is the credit sequence to them.
Oh,
like, just her getting...
Does it not matter whether or not she dies as long as she suffers?
Yeah. Just, because honestly, like, you could actually literally just have the credits scroll as she's getting her ass beat for, like, the next 5 minutes. Which would be really sadistic, but also kind of weirdly funny if that were a real movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you just, like, have it excessive, like, just beating
violent scene with...
You're just like...
Go Lucky... And just hold on it. And hold on real violence.
And you're just like, is this excessive or is this supposed to be funny?
Oh,
like, I would love that question. But I also really love how he's like, I just wish it would have been a merman, you know? He had the conch in his hand, man. He had the conch. Like,
maybe next year.
Maybe next year. And of course, the way that it comes back is so funny.
Oh, I love it. The way everything comes back, and if you pay attention in the scene before.
Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Something's wrong. Turn off the fucking music, man. Upstairs is calling.
Oh, no.
Yep. He is going to get some words.
When the big red phone rings, you're fucked.
Yeah. No one wants to take that call. No one.
Except the Powerpuff Girls.
Or Batman.
Oh, yeah. Does she have a big red phone that only calls the mayor?
Yeah.
Classic. Classic Batman.
Yeah. Yep. But this, in an office situation, though, oh, fuck no.
Oh, fuck no.
Nah. And, of course, we're finding out, wait, what are they worried about? What's going on? What is going to happen? And, of course, you know, it turns out someone's here to save the day and fuck up all the ritual mojo that's going on. Just wait for it. It's coming.
Our hero.
He's coming. I swear. Like, I know I'm building it up, but
this is a tense scene.
It is. Oh shit! And at the last minute,
2. It's the boy!
Yay!
And this is the one scene where he's soaked that you can tell how ripped he is underneath that.
Yes!
You can see his shoulder blades.
Yep.
Like,
die already, motherfucker! Jesus!
I love him. I love him. He's the best.
Yes. But it's kind of amazing that he got away from all that.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Although I think...
they explain how he does it, right? No?
No, they're just like... I think it was akin to be like, I just kind of went in panic mode and I don't know what quite happened, but I just ripped this girl apart into pieces.
Oh, so he got out because they sent patients, the one-armed child, after him, and
his that and his fight or flight kind of kicked in.
Yeah.
You know, And of course, he discovered literally the one place where they can actually hide. Because I believe this was like just a weird alternate cellar or whatnot. And this is where... Oh, yep, there he is. I actually love his reaction. I had to dismember that guy with a trowel. Just like, this is all really crazy.
Very bad. Like the guy in Cooties, who's high the whole time.
Yes.
Just watching everybody die, and he's like, hey, so I'm on some really strong medication right now, but the children might be eating Mr. Peters.
That was so funny. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's got so... Apparently, Marty's really smart. He can hotwire like a high-tech elevator.
Oh, yeah, that's because he gets high and watches Mythbusters.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, that's why they survive.
I mean, well, also, to be fair, again, he is the one guy within the group that actually knows what the fuck is going on, even though he doesn't quite know.
He probably built that bong. He probably invented the coffee mug bong.
You know...
He's probably an engineering genius.
I can actually see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because... Honestly, if that was like readily available to buy on the market, like at least 3, 4, like there would be, you'd know someone who'd have one.
Oh yeah.
You know, even if it was like a crazy, ridiculously expensive thing, you know someone would be willing to drop the kind of cash for that.
Yeah.
But the fact that he made it makes it a little bit more compelling. That headcanon's locked now.
Headcanon. If you can hotwire an elevator, you can use your engineering skill for greenness.
For a dual coffee cup bong.
Yeah.
That's dually functional. See, now
that gives a hint of smoky flavor, a new meaning.
It's too bad it's too bad literally everyone dies at the end of this movie.
Yeah.
Because if he had survived and could live on to do this, he would totally make a sword out of that thing too.
Oh yeah.
He would be like he would be Batman's armorer. At that point. I really do love the shot where it comes out. Oh shit!
Ooh.
Yep. Oh dude, I forgot.
Another good jump scare.
Yes, there are good jump scares in movies. There are cheap ones. You know what? Actually,
and it all correlates with the board. If you've seen hints from that, and with the basement, you can make these connections that are just fun.
You know what makes the fake outs particularly cheap? When it's a fake out.
Oh yeah, when it's like a cat or some bullshit.
At least in this movie, they're never fake outs.
Yeah.
Like they're genuine. Even when the closest they came to a fake out was when Chris Hemsworth scared Marty.
Yeah.
But even then, he was like super distressed, and that's like panic mode and like enticing the horror action and whatnot.
Oh, it's the ballerina.
Yep, where she's starting to realize this shit
was in the basement.
Yeah, we chose this to happen. We brought this upon ourselves. Oh, that's such a great design.
I love her,
dude. I wonder if that's actually. I wonder if that's like actually a practical head.
It might be because it looks so flat when she tilts it.
Yeah.
That it doesn't look like a hole. It looks like.
It looks like prosthetic, you know. But even so, like the fact that they got it to move and animate, like you can tell they got some small wires in there and whatnot. That's some really cool engineering. And then of course, it's not Pinhead. I guess we'll call him
Sawblade.
Sawhead. Sawhead, I guess.
Sawman.
Well, we can't call him Jigsaw because that's already
No.
copyright.
No, he's Circular Sawhead.
Yeah. I also really love how they dilated his pupils.
Mm-hmm.
That just adds another dimension to him. Because if you notice, he never blinks.
Oh, yeah.
That's because I know that's definitely something that, like.
He's almost got a calming presence to him.
Yes.
Like, since they didn't anger him in any way, I think out of all the monsters, he doesn't want to kill them unless they do something.
Well, I mean, just like the whole not blinking thing, that trope, I always feel like Kubrick did that best with.
Speaking of Kubrick.
Oh shit, the twins. Yes.
The twins.
This is where we see all of the shit. This is where the budget of the movie went, right
yeah,
there.
it's just that one scene.
Just to that one shot. God, I really can you imagine just like all the shit that they were writing down for this movie? Like that must have been so much fun. But now they're like, oh shit, they found our zoo.
Oh, since he's high, all the shit doesn't work on him.
Yeah, because the weed actually prevented it, which is so smart how all of these pieces fit in to create the conflict and entice the action and to give payoffs to the audience.
And
it's
there's
so
a
good.
reason for everything that needs a reason.
Yes, love it. And I really do love the transitional shot of going into the monitor and whatnot. But now, here's where the fun really begins. Wait for it. Zombie!
Because they can't just kill them. They have to die by one of the monsters. They have to die of their own kind of.
Yep. That guard was taken out pretty quick. Although, to be fair, since Marty is a lot more jacked than he's let on, I guess he could, just like slam him so hard against the wall that he bleeds. Pick your nose. Pick your nose. It's Cousin It, dude. I think actually, every dismembered hand winds up being it. No, that's not Cousin It from the Addams Family. What's the dismembered hand from Addams Family? The Thing. Yes.
Cousin It's the hairy.
Yes.
One. Yeah, you're right.
I always get those two mixed up. I don't know why. I'm terrible.
They just adopt lost hands and love them.
Yes. Although apparently they get them from the Star Wars trilogies.
Ah! Boo.
Oh, that joke was from Mark Hamill, so I can't claim that one. And now we have a mysterious voice, authoritarian voice over the intercom.
Ooh.
We don't quite know who it is, but we will eventually, and it's awesome. It's so awesome. But I really do. I really do love how a lot of it is just kind of played in terms of choice, that sort of thing. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's why I immediately thought of like Until Dawn. Is I want a video game version of this, which is just a kind of click and choose kind of with different endings and different deaths. Oh,
the purge button.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Let them all out.
This is so great. And it's man. See, that's another thing where I love trying to pause the movie. It was between this moment, the moment where you saw the whiteboard with all the creatures, and it's this bit right here where I kind of want to pause and just like look at all this stuff because there's so much going on.
You always capture new ones, and you always go, "Oh, that's what they meant by this and that," and "Oh, that was probably this person's thing in the basement."
This is a really cool inspiration, and then all hell breaks loose.
That's the nightmare trees.
Yes,
that's
the cobra.
Trees.
We got a demon. Oh my god, the blood. Jesus Christ.
Wait, the blood.
Oh my god, there's so much fun. And then of course the alarm and the red lights. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Now this is what I thought was probably the funniest shot in the movie because of how crazy it was. Wait.
These are actually just the zombies.
I think so, yeah. But dude, just
it's so excessive,
insane amount of gore. But I just love the intestine, how the perfect timing of the intestine.
Oh, I love it.
Was that a xenomorph?
It looked like an homage to the facehugger.
And then of course we have the strangers, crazy ghosts, killer clowns. It's just madness. The cobra or the basilisk, I think.
It just keeps getting bigger.
Oh my god, I love it. I still want to know what the
insane doctor
or no the crazy tool machine.
Oh
the
yeah.
Killer tool machine.
Mm-hmm.
But look at this one. I love how it steps in with a Dutch tilt.
Oh,
what security camera is gonna have a Dutch tilt?
Angle. A security camera that's already been hit by another monster and kind of is off its axis.
Love it, dude. So good.
I bet all those angles were set up to do just
They were literally there.
some sort of homage or
Exactly.
gag.
Just, and of course the clown. And I also really love, what was it, this upcoming line? Something scary! With the clown in the background. Oh, it's so scary. I love it.
Oh, gosh.
Jesus Christ. Dude, that is... Oh, shit. That vampire bat... That is a big-ass vampire bat. Jesus.
Oh, God, in the opening, I hate
Right?
those, like, the mouths that do that, like the Silent Hill mouths.
Ugh.
Oh, gosh.
I'm actually kind of shocked that they don't, like, slip.
Oh, yeah.
They don't... Because I know...
There's blood everywhere.
Dude, there was less blood in Alien Covenant, and, like, 3 people wound up tripping in blood. Seriously. And, of course, I love the kid singing the lullaby while she's slowly coming to kill him.
Oh, yeah. That's classic creepy kid in a horror movie type thing.
Damn, it's just ape shit. Go. Oh, what we got here? Zombies!
Zombies!
Yep. No. I'm taking the alternate way out. Oh my god, the werewolves. The killer clown. Oh, dude, it's Tim Curry. It's totally Tim Curry.
There's the unicorn!
Death by unicorn. Nay. Oh my god. And oh yes, finally,
yeah.
last little bit, Buckner kid coming to join the party. A little late, but you know, better late than never. It's all cool, kid. Go crazy. Oh jeez, I love that.
Oh, the scarecrow folk.
Yes. I also really love that they used one of the stock screams. Just I think I don't know if there was a Wilhelm scream in there or not. I forget.
We're not watching it with the voice, so I don't know.
I don't. I know. I know. I hear like some of the classic screams.
Oh, you watch enough stuff.
You hear those.
You hear it.
Yeah.
There are sound bits that I get to. There's an old kind of metal concept album.
Yeah.
Called Operation Mindcrime, and at the beginning of it, the guy's in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a clip from that album that you just constantly hear in hospital scenes in TV shows.
Yeah.
It's like Dr. Jane Hamilton, Dr. Jane Hamilton.
Oh shit. Oh shit. This reaction is gold.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I was waiting for this guy.
What? It's the merman?
Oh man.
Oh.
Come on.
Of all the things to kill him, it had to be the fucking merman.
And the blood shoots out its blowhole.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
seriously, like I thought that was a great touch.
Oh, yeah, that's just a fun little bit of ironic death. That
Right?
You just get into.
Just like for real. Oh shit! Everybody dies, man.
Oh yeah.
He's actually the one guy I actually was betting would, make it out, but just when you think he's gotten out, stabbed in the heart. No. Sorry, which is kind of sad because I actually kind of like this guy. He's like the old timer at an office that you just kind of like to
Yeah, but the office kills people, Tim.
True.
It's nice that she gets her just desserts.
Oh no! I'm
Yeah.
The fact that she's the one who gets to kill him is actually kind of awesome because that's the real revenge at play.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I still kind of I would have like if he was at like at a different job, like just like in an office job, he'd be a nice person to just like chit chat with during break.
He'd be a good guy to bring it through training.
Exactly, man. That's always the vibe that I got from the guy. Yeah, when this line of business, I don't know. Although I do like the fact that she still feels kind of bad,
Oh yeah.
So, and now we reach our finale in the ritual chamber room where the Titans lay resting below.
Yes.
And we have
ready to do
a super, super awesome cameo coming up.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude. This is some really great casting. Although, did you know in an yep.
Oh yeah.
But did you know in an alternate universe, do you know who would have been the director as she's billed?
Oh.
Instead of Sigourney Weaver, because we all know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know who was supposed? They actually eyeballed first to play this role?
Who?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hmm.
That would have been kind of cool. Get like one of the OG scream queens to do it.
Yeah.
Especially since she's like, got that weight to her character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely like a like you could see her as like the female supervisor, manager, boss type.
She can bring that kind of authoritarian presence to her.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, it's really, really hard to beat out Ripley.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Especially when Sigourney Weaver already has like that kind of, very administrative kind of voice, because even like in her because I know she was hired to be like the voiceover for like I think it was, I could be wrong, but I think it was like for Finding Dory. She was actually like, or no, it was Wall-E. She was the voice of the Axiom, the ship in space. So she kind of has that calming but firm voice, you know.
Yeah.
But oh shit. Yeah, yep.
She dies first.
That's
the
right.
Athlete.
Because she's the one because clearly the athlete's the one that turns the whore into the whore.
Yes.
And then the scholar goes next, then the fool. And the virgin, it's all up to her. Like, this is so smart. I mean, we talked about it to death already. But it's still just really clever. I love it. I actually really love her reaction. Just like, really? Me? Come on, dude.
We work with what we have.
I'm like, but I do love her reaction. She's like, dude, really? Like, you're gonna out me like that? Like, it's not cool. Also, that one time in junior high didn't count.
We work with what we have. Okay, Hamster doesn't count in 2019.
Totally. But oh shit, the ancients are getting pissed. Okay, so for real question, if you were in their position, what would you do?
I mean,
would you actually like sacrifice yourself in order? Like, let's say you are the
I guess
stone.
if the whole world is gonna end, then you kind of have to, because you'll die anyway.
Yeah.
You're just taking everybody else down with you to be stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
But I would kill the entire facility beforehand with monsters, absolutely, because fuck those guys.
Yeah, actually, you know what would be the smart thing for Marty to do here, since he's the one with the gun?
Yeah.
Just shoot Sigourney Weaver in the face and then do himself.
Oh, yeah.
That actually wouldn't be a half bad idea, you know?
Oh, yeah, take her down with you for being a bitch.
Yep.
And save the world, but...
Oh, actually...
Oh,
I would, if she's the one with the gun. In that case, yeah, I'd just shoot them both.
Yeah. I feel like what I would have to do is, if I had the guy, I would have to give it to Marty.
Yeah.
And let him decide.
Yeah, that's the smarter idea.
Because, I mean, well, it's not the smarter idea, but it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
Like, I can't make that decision for you.
But
I highly advocate for saving the entire world. Don't be an asshole, but I'm not going to kill you.
But by all means, blow off Sigourney Weaver's head.
Yeah.
Because, what a cunt.
You know, shoot the director and then talk your friend into killing themselves.
Which is so uncomfortable.
I know.
I guess that's why they went with this route, so there wouldn't be any bad triggers or whatnot.
There would be no American Werewolf in London type situation.
Yeah. Oh. But, what was I gonna say? Shit. Oh, yeah, right. But honestly, if I really had to... although, to be fair, you know, because one thing that does really play with the characters and whatnot is the fact that they are stubborn, arrogant teenagers, so they probably would just kill the director and say, fuck it, the world's ending, because I hate you.
Oh, yeah. And that's the problem with kids is, you know, they're either going to be selfish or they're going to be idealistic.
Yes.
They're going to think that they can save everybody.
Die, bitch! Damn.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Die. Yes. With the... and tumble them down into into the abyss. Oh, shit, dude. That's some intense shit. Oh, and of course, it's now the eve of the apocalypse. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Just sit your ass down, maybe smoke a blunt, and get laid. Too bad they don't. I actually kind of wish, because honestly, at this point, like, if they know they're gonna die, it's the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like, I would just say, "You want a bone?"
Oh, yeah.
Because
I mean, if I were all covered in blood and stuff, I think that kind of ruins the mood for me.
that's a fair point.
Yeah.
If they weren't so,
I don't want a depression bone.
if they,
I like the idea of them just sharing a joint. I
That's-
think that's the
that
right
is
thing
true.
to do, is to get high
and
and
just be
kind of mellow out this whole everyone dying thing.
because, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Because really, that's, I mean, when the end of the world happens, that's, you do one or two things. You either get fucked up or you fuck. One of the two.
Well,
Or both.
It depends if it's a seeking a friend for the end of the world type situation, where you just give me a countdown to the end of the world,
Yeah.
then I'm going full hedonistic.
Yeah.
I'm like, screw it, STDs don't matter, pregnancy doesn't matter.
Nope.
The ill health effects of drugs that are gonna hit me in my 50s don't fucking matter.
Nope.
But if it's I just saw something extremely traumatic, I probably wouldn't be in the mood
Yeah.
to have any catharsis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I were there, yeah. Maybe some drugs, but in a sad way. Not hip-hop movie drugs, but country music drugs. You know?
Yeah. The really sad
I
blue
haven't
ones.
left this hotel in 3 days. I've lived off cocaine and whiskey, waiting for my girlfriend to call me.
Actually, I do really
She's
wonder.
a zombie.
I really do wonder what it would be like when the Titans rise and everyone just dies.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been. It must have been. Because, like they said, it would have been a fucking crazy ride.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Because actually, can we just acknowledge that's a real feat for a horror movie?
Yeah.
That they kill off everybody
Everybody.
on the planet, not just all the. They literally kill off all your characters on screen, and then after they kill off all your characters, they just kill the world.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
Damn.
And I also really love the grindhouse
Yeah.
look to it. That's some good shit.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, dude, this movie's just so much fun to watch. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's more fun to rewatch it than it's just as fun to watch it again than it is to watch it the first time around.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Because you catch some of the foreshadowing that you didn't catch, and there's so many details hidden in the background.
Yes.
So many Easter eggs, so many different monsters.
This is why we do these types of movies.
Japanese floaty girl.
This
Amazing.
is exactly why we do these types of movies, because we want to watch them constantly, you know?
Yeah.
And it's always fun to just, because often when you watch it by yourself again, to revisit it, it's fun to have it with a non-existent audience.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what we're here for.
And this is one of the great movies to show friends who are easily scared. Like, they don't want a very serious, grounded kind of horror movie or slasher movie, but
Yeah.
they can still enjoy the gore and the comedy and the special effects without actually feeling the tension of being stalked by something.
Yes.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would watch in the dark.
Oh, yeah. Would watch
Always.
in the dark easily. You could watch this before bed. I mean, without crying.
Of course not. I mean, like,
I intentionally watch most of my horror stuff. Like, turn off all the lights and you get a cup of tea and you put on your little pillow fort and you get real close to
Yep.
the screen, so when the jump scares come, you burn hot tea on yourself.
Yep.
And that is...
See, that's exactly how I first watched Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I watched it on my laptop in my basement in the dark, and it was one of the most intense movie experiences of my life,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
loved every moment of
That's
it.
how I did updates back when, back before horror games got really played out.
Yeah.
Is I would watch some of the Let's Plays for the new ones, and it would just be, oh, here we go. It's 20 minutes of me jumping at stupid fucking shit before I go do my homework. I did that in college a lot.
Those were. I remember. You remember Fatal Frame, Crimson Butterfly?
Fatal Frame is so good. Fatal Frame's so good.
I refuse to play that game unless it's with some.
Oh, I'm bringing it to you.
With some friends.
You got your PS2 to work.
Yeah. But I refuse to play it unless I'm with a bunch of friends and I'm playing in the dark.
Oh yeah.
Because honestly, I think I actually tried playing it on my own.
Yeah.
It was boring. Also, the tension like in between scares was so intense. Like, I don't like this. I need someone to like help me with this.
Oh yeah.
I don't like this. I don't. Like,
oh yeah. Horror games are fun.
Horror.
I have all of Silent Hill.
Horror games.
My girlfriend got me the whole pack of all the old games. I think the biggest key for scariness in a horror game is you need a perfect like death ratio.
Yeah.
You've got to be in a situation where you only die once or twice throughout the whole game, but you constantly feel like you're going to die all the time.
Yeah, oh,
like
God.
I play BioShock on easy, it's an action game. I play BioShock on hard, it's a horror game. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I need
if you die all the time, then the death loses its meaning.
Yeah.
But if you feel more powerful than the enemies, then you just hack them to bits.
Yep.
So you need to give people like limited ammo that they have to like weirdly ration.
Yes.
So that they're running away from the monsters even though they have bullets.
Yep.
So I feel like in Silent Hill, it's like, wait, the ammo doesn't replenish. If I pick this up, it's gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I guess I'll just run from everything.
You know what else we need to do? We also need to play a bad horror game. I mean, it's not terrible, like unplayable, but it's nowhere near.
Is it cheesy? Is it just like a Five Nights at Freddy's thing?
It's actually It's actually an independently funded Kickstarter.
Oh, lovely.
And it's an adaptation of the Friday the 13th movies.
Oh, I'll need to watch that.
So you can play as like the teenagers getting killed. And then occasionally you can play as Jason.
Oh, that's great.
So you're either playing. So it's basically hide and go seek the video game and with murder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch those then. I think I've told you before. The only slasher film I've ever watched is Nightmare on Elm Street, and my reaction was, wouldn't this be better as a psychological drama where they all went slowly insane due to sleep deprivation, and really they were the enemy the whole time? And my friend was like, "Get the fuck out."
No, I'm with you.
It'd be so cool if you fall asleep, Freddy kills you.
Yeah.
But you stay awake and you become the monster because sleep deprivation makes me angry.
Yeah.
When I have overtime, I fight people.
I believe it.
Yeah.
But
I watch that like Freddy gets no kills, like they just all kill each other.
And Freddy's just sad.
Yeah,
in his
Freddy
little
can
boiler
get the
room
first
home.
kill, or
yeah. He is the enticing audience.
But it would be more like the Russian sleep experiment creepypasta.
Oh God.
I love that one. That one's so good.
I'm trying to think what other stuff that I've seen. I've seen Friday the 13th. I've seen the original Halloween.
I've seen Evil Dead at a party. They were playing it at a party. I was drunk as shit, and somebody called me in the room to watch the tree scene.
Yes, I saw Evil Dead as well. Wasn't as impressed as I would, but again, I just saw it too late. That's just me, because it's a movie you have to see when you're 14, otherwise it will mean nothing.
Oh yeah.
Because even if you see it at like 17, it still feels like I should have watched this a little bit earlier.
Oh,
like
it should have been the coolest shit back then.
Exactly. Yeah. It's cool as shit when you're a young teenager, but it's not as cool as shit when you're in your mid-20s.
No, I know. I have friends who are like, you have to read this book. It changed my life when I was a teenager. I'm like, I guarantee, like, me as a 26-year-old isn't going to get into, like, say, Perks of Being a Wallflower. I'm too old now. You should have given that to me when I was 16. It would have changed my life, but now it's...
Sorry.
Yeah.
But... and I've also seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but that was years ago.
Oh, that would be a fun one to talk about, because if you want to talk about practical effects to almost an illegal level.
Yes. Well, it's not. What really didn't blow me away was the practical effects. It was also the sheer production design.
Well, the bones were all real.
Yes.
The bones were all real. I think the scene where he cuts her hand is like they kept trying to do it with a rig, but it kept getting clogged up.
Yep.
So he just took the tape off and cut her.
Yep. Good shit, right?
What the fuck? Yeah.
We might have to do like a slap. You know what? For you audience listening back home, for the 5 people that are actually listening, but
Hi, Dan.
And honestly, like, let us know what kind of horror stuff you want us to do next October. Because, I mean, obviously we're keeping with the horror comedy trope, but I'd be into doing like a slasher or ghosts or, you know, haunted stuff, supernatural, whatever. Like, let us know, what do you guys want to hear? You know, because I'm all for it. We got a whole year to catch up on movies, even if we as hosts haven't seen it. We've got a year to catch up on it.
Oh,
so yeah, just let us know what you want to see. We got to create a hashtag for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag
Hashtag
future Comtrack Halloween movies.
That's so long.
It is long.
Yeah.
But how specific are we gonna
How
get?
specific are we gonna get? Do hashtag Comtrack Watch if you want to add us and like be like hashtag Comtrack Watch, and then use whatever movie you think we should watch. And then we'll notice
that'd be
it,
good.
And we can go through that for like recommendations.
Hell
whenever.
yeah, man! Because I mean,
not just for Halloween, but for anything that's coming up.
Exactly. We're willing to get weird, man.
Yeah. We're begging to get weird.
Oh please, because there's so many movies.
There's
out
an
there.
actual demand for something niche.
Yes.
Tired of your mainstream normie shit, Tim. Gosh.
I know. I guess
this might have been the most cult one we've watched so far.
Probably. Although we're gonna get a lot more cult for Halloween, man.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
One we're gonna introduce you to a little friend.
Yeah, but for now we're gonna stay in the mainstream. But it's gonna be some fun ones next week. Next week we're doing Beetlejuice, and then after that a true God classic that I know is just gonna hopefully rank up my hits online. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I mean I just can't walk away from it, you know.
Oh no.
So.
And it's the movie for people like me who I party nonstop Halloween through Christmas.
Fuck
Halloween,
yeah.
Christmas, Thanksgiving. It's all just one giant holiday of me just having 1,000 pounds of candy at my house and drinking warm alcohol. It's hot toddy season, everybody.
And then month by month feasts.
Yes, feasts
of
all
delicious,
the time.
delicious food. Yes. So that's gonna be next week for you guys. So just be liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys for next week for Beetlejuice. This has been Comtrack, where I've been Tim.
I've been Hannah.
And you'll never have to watch a movie alone again. Peace.